It's candle time. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia, and I am in the process of becoming a small business owner for my candle company called Bridges Candle Co. Let's just get right into it. We're going to be doing a bit of a weekly vlog this time. So yeah, let's come along and chat and see what we've been up to. So unfortunately, this apartment is not built for aesthetics, but functionality. So this is what we have. There's nothing I can do about it to make the video look better. I am so sorry. I wish it looked better, but it's what we got. I just wanted to give a quick update from the last video. The ancient library wax melts that I made are now officially listed on Etsy, my first ever Etsy listing. So that's very exciting. For anyone who's interested, I will post the link in the description, but please do not feel any pressure. I have also created an Instagram and a TikTok, so those are now up and running. I will also post those in the description below if you're interested in following me on those.
Oh, I don't like asking people to follow me. It feels so weird.
I have about 10 followers on Instagram right now, so please, no autographs. It is very humbling starting from scratch. To anyone who's watching this who follows me, I cannot tell you how much it means to me, and yeah, I hope you enjoy following along. So I've moved us over here because I am going to start wicking some new candle scents that I've been testing. All of these have no wick in them, and they've been curing for about 4 weeks or so. And I did them without a wick because it didn't make sense for me to test 4 different wick sizes per scent. So what I did was I just took the 4 sizes that I thought were most likely to work, put them in one scent before, tested those, and narrowed it down to the one I have here currently. I'm just going to go through and use this apple core to take out a chunk of wax from each of these, stick this in. I'll heat gun it all together, and then I'll let these sit for a few days just to let them cure before I actually go in and test them by lighting them. So the other thing I've been working on since my last video are these wax melts. These are a new scent called Lavender Twilight. It smells like lavender, sage, patchouli, and smoke. I tried to do something that imitated the feeling of like a purple dusk or twilight, I guess. Hence why it's named that. Those are also now available on Etsy, which is very exciting. But while I was making those, I took a few short clips to make a reel / short / TikTok. I discovered that reels and all those are actually a lot harder than everyone makes it seem. You are constantly changing the camera angle. You have to like work around this massive tripod and light. So everything's just kind of in your face, but it makes for a good video. The other issue I had with it, which honestly I'm having currently as I'm making this, well, not an issue. It is so quiet because I am filming with my phone, so I don't have like my music or like a video on. I could grab my laptop, but I'm honestly too lazy and I wouldn't be able to chat. It's also been weird to realize how much time all this takes up, like not just the actual candle making part, but also the content creation, which I'd heard other people say this before. Like when you're starting a small business, it's like, yeah, okay, you do the small business, like in this case, candle making, but then you're also basically becoming a full-time content creator, which is something I was aware of, but I was not understanding like truly how much it would take up. I have a lot more respect for people who do stuff like this. Not to the point where I think Michaela Naguero was correct when she said, try being an influencer for the day. I feel like I take a lot more time to appreciate videos that I've seen from other people because, you know, it's not just being an influencer, it's entertainment. You're entertaining people, which is very difficult and very difficult to be on camera for as well. The other thing I feel like I have more appreciation for are people who don't have a lot of followers, don't have a lot of subscribers, you know, whatever it is, and they are just trying to put their name out into the world like I am. It is so unnerving to put yourself out there and to feel like, oh my God, I have to start from completely from scratch. Before, when I would see a video on YouTube that has like 25 views or something that's like pretty low by normal standards, I would just skip right past. Now, whenever I see videos with a few views like that, I try to watch those as often as possible because I know I would want someone to do the same for me. Trying to spread the love around a bit. hoping to shop smaller this Christmas for gifts and stuff for family, because I now have a lot more empathy and understanding for everyone who's just trying to make a living in this world. Does anyone else love winter, love cozy season, love wearing sweaters and long sleeves? But then as soon as you have to do something, you're like, oh my God, if my sleeve falls down my arm one more time, I'm gonna scream. So up next on my agenda for the business is one, doing this, getting to test these new scents with wicks finally. I don't want to stick with wax melts forever, because even though they're so much easier to make, I feel like candles, there's just something special about them. They just have a certain ambiance that wax melts don't really have. So I want to get going on these. One of the things that makes candles so much more difficult to make and get ready is the cure time. It is so annoying and frustrating, and I tend to not be very patient. It is something I am trying to work on. Even in high school, when it came time to search for colleges and things like that, everyone else was super excited to look for a place to go to school. I, however, did not enjoy the process, not because it wasn't fun to go tour schools and things, but I just wanted to skip to the end where I knew where I was going. That's kind of where I am with this. I just want to skip to the end, know what I'm going to do, but that's not how candle making works. You have to wait and be patient. So this is all just a good life lesson for me. Don't know if I'm centering these correctly, so I think I'm going to try doing it a different way. Instead of putting them down like this, I think I'm going to start putting them down like this, because this is just not staying center. From a business perspective, I also need to set up my LLC. I need to set up business insurance. I gotta set up, I think it's sales tax licenses. I don't know. I'm operating out of Pennsylvania, so I know the laws are different in different places. So that has been really confusing. It's tough to find solid information like for this specific business about what I need. The other thing that makes it very difficult is I just got married. The married part isn't what makes it difficult, but what is I'm in the process of changing my last name and going through all that fun legal paperwork. With that, I don't want to create the LLC under my old name and then just have to go back and change that anyways. I'm waiting until my name is fully changed everywhere before I actually get everything set up. This is so difficult to clean. I don't like it. I also want to try and set up a P.O. box or just a business mailing address other than where I actually live, because I have had issues in the past with someone knowing my address when I did not want them to and not feeling safe because of it. Just for my own peace of mind and my OCD, I would feel a lot more comfortable. The texture of this coconut soy wax that has been solidifying for almost a month now is the reason why I did not make my wax melts out of coconut soy. I made them in soy instead because it is much more solid. She looks a little funky, but she works. I would like to formally apologize for the audio quality on those clips I filmed yesterday. Supposed to be ASMR, but who would have thought that filming on an iPhone 12 and a $30 mic from Amazon would not have produced the best quality. I'm hoping to get a vlog camera and a better microphone, so hopefully things will improve in the near future. So all of these wax melts from yesterday have set, are now ready to get their stickers on them, but I did spill a little bit, so we're just gonna have to clean some of these up. So these wax melts are in my new Egyptian amber scent. It smells like jasmine, tonka bean, amber, and musk. Honestly, I think it might be one of my favorite scents that I've created so far. And when I've sent samples out to my friends, they also agree that this was their favorite scent. So I'm really hoping that other people like it too. So the ambiance I was trying to create with this scent is like Egypt at sunset, all glittering gold and amber, obviously. I have visuals in my head of what I wanted this scent to feel like, but the problem is I am not very good at using words to describe scents or scenes, like visual scenes. It's just not a strength of mine, which sucks when you kind of have to do that for candles. If you ever see my descriptions of my candles on like a listing somewhere, just note that it took me a solid 20 minutes to come up with something. And even then it might not be great. I don't think in words. I always think in like pictures or movies in my head. I'm not an author or a writer, so it's very difficult for me to take that scene in my head and put it on paper. So the way I've decided to kind of work around that and still get my idea across is to create Pinterest boards for each scent with all these visuals that I feel fit what I have in my head. And then I transform those into a collage. And so that's going to be part of the listing, is a picture of that collage. I've already done that for the Ancient Library scent and the Lavender Twilight scent. Those are the second photo in my listings. I'll include a picture of those here now so you can see. I probably should have done that in the other videos, but oops. I really like doing that, adding in those visuals. I feel like it does part of the marketing for me rather than me describing things. I want there to be some sort of visual prompt that people can associate the scent with. Now that these are all clean, I can go ahead and start placing labels on them. Here is what the labels look like. Honestly, this may be one of my favorite parts because I just love putting stickers on things. So what should we talk about now? Politics? Religion? Childhood trauma? All three? I'll go first. When I was 7, no, but I do actually have something that I wanted to talk about that I need advice on. So if there are any other candle makers or small business owners out there, I would appreciate any advice you have. Basically, I'm debating if I want to get into markets. Obviously, they're a really good opportunity to get your name out there in the local community, but I see mixed reviews on it. Sometimes I'll see people go and they're like, oh, I made a killing. I made so much money back. It was so successful. And then other times I see people be like, yeah, I maybe made my vendor fee back, but that's about it. Plus, whenever I look at markets, it seems like there are already so many candle makers there that I feel like I'm less likely to get in or less likely to make sales. So the market almost feels a little too saturated, at least in person. I'd worry that I'd have too much competition, which I know is not the way you're supposed to think about it. You're supposed to think, oh, my product's the best, which I would like to think that I make a really good product, but I don't necessarily want to say that mine's better than everyone else's. That feels a little wrong. Plus, on top of all that, there's the money you spend on all the equipment, like the tents and the weights and the tables and the decorations and all that kind of thing. Again, I am in a very small apartment. It is a miracle that we fit this in here. And actually, these chairs back here are here because we took out a circular table and had nowhere to put the chairs. So they're just chilling back there. So yeah, nowhere to put that kind of supplies at the moment. I don't know. Does anyone out there think they're worth it? Do you have a good experience from it? Do you have any advice to make it better, or should I stay away for now until I get bigger or have more products? Like, obviously I don't have enough products to fill out a full market right now. I want to wait until I have more scents and actual candles. Just trying to be more future focused. Plus, most markets are on the weekends, and I really love the weekends. All right, these are now officially labeled and ready to go. Probably try some product photos and yeah, call it a day. see what I'm doing. So a few no. I've moved this down here because I don't know. I made them. Okay, cool. I don't know where I left off. Did I start it? I don't even know. Oh, where do I put this? What do I do? What do I do? I am so out of it today. Heat gun time. Did I start? Yeah, okay. Oh, it smells so good. Can you even see what I'm doing? No, okay, you can. Oh my god. I just want to make sure that if I'm talking at this level that you can't understand what I'm saying. Okay, beautiful. Sorry, it's really scary. Excuse me. No. On would be better.